Namaste. My name is Dr. Alok Agrawal, and with me is our alumnus, Mr. Ajay Adlakha. He is here for a small talk with us. He is a managing director of Infinity Advertising Services and has 2 decades of experience in retail and branding. So I'm so happy and glad to be in your company right now.
Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure coming here after so many years because I passed out from this institute and that was way back in 95 and 96. So it's a really honor for me to be here.
It's so mutual, sir. And I won't miss this opportunity to start with a golden question.
Yes, please.
That what do you feel, sir? Why MSMEs are not able to scale their businesses these days?
Let me give you the scenario how generally the business starts for MSME. When an MSME starts his business, generally he understands the production. He understands what is the services is all about. Either he gets into production or services. These are the 2 areas actually he really gets in.
Indeed.
So he understands, and the production and services also which he learns is probably he has seen somebody, his uncle or somebody who's getting into production, something like that.
Indeed.
He learns from the tricks from there and he starts manufacturing his own. That's where he starts his business. That little bit of government support or various, so he starts scaling up his business.
Indeed.
Now he has to sell his goods to the market, so he becomes a salesman and starts selling it.
Exactly.
That's how the salesmanship starts over. Then somebody tells him that marketing is very, very important. So he starts learning himself the concepts of marketing. He's a fantastic producer. You know what kind of things to produce. He understands the concept of quality, what kind of qualities he's looking at. And he has certain customers. So he is stuck between, is happy giving that much amount of sales and doing everything
there.
Once he starts a little bit of marketing, his business starts expanding, his growth starts happening in, and then lately he starts getting investing also, where he starts investing in the advertising also. But the thing is that it does not stop here. There is further to it, which is called as building up a brand.
Indeed.
Brand is something which is above and everything. If I go beyond that, the next concept is purpose. What is the purpose the business is being built? So the moment he understands the concepts of brands, then he looks at that what is the consumer really looking at. I always say people buy people first, then they buy the product and then they buy the company.
Wow.
That concept needs to seed into the owner, that what is actually the customer looking at, and then he modifies his brand or his product as per this, and he starts looking at the brand as a science. The moment the concepts of the brand, because brand is something which is bought from the heart. Not from the brain.
Exactly.
From the brain, you fulfill your needs. All right. That's that immediate thing. But when you're looking at a brand, then there are a lot of things that your heart and the emotions and everything is in place. That's where the brands are being built. And a lot of large companies understand the concept of brand.
Exactly.
In MSME, one product is manufactured by lakhs of people. Every town, every city is producing the similar kind of product. There's no change in the product. Maybe 1 or 2 things are there. They will understand making a beautiful catalog because they're limited to that particular area itself. But if they need to scale their brand, move to the next territories, move to the globally, then they need to start thinking of building the brand, which a MSME takes a lot of time to understand the concept. And once he understands that concept, then his spending also which is going on, whatever he is spending in the form of advertising, this thing, then it becomes very, very productive. The results are better. So people feel that branding is a very expensive exercise. It's because it requires a lot of money. The point is branding starts from internal brands. Your people are your brands. You're sitting in this institute right now. In this institute, probably your managing director is the brand. But imagine in this institute, there are 100 professors and 1,000 students, and they all become brand ambassadors to your organization. Imagine you can always be somebody like IIMs and IITs, because now everybody is talking about the institute and they're delivering the positivity which is going on. That's what brand does. it builds up the purpose, and there is a involvement of every individual, in the organization, in the system, in the business. Otherwise, it is just a owner which is running
the show.
And generally, there is a lot of confusions also. MSME does not understand the concept of a brand. In the sense, there is a very this thing horse and cart strategy which is there, where generally the business owner, he is the horse and he is giving the instructions and the cart is running behind it. But in an MSME case, it is happening the other way. The business, the owner is the cart, and all the people who are giving them, there are some digital specialists, there are some advertising specialists, somebody is a PR specialist, a Facebook specialist, all they come up with their ideas and they say that this is what it's going to result, and they start experimenting with this. So it is all an experimental stage. It can never lead to building up a brand. The brand has to be built with the actual end product and result in mind. And the MSMEs are living in a confused state because they are not aware what is the end result they are looking at. So that's where there is a lot of confusion and they don't understand what brand is.
How beautifully explained. With this, I come to another question that I have in my mind. That what is brand in your eyes? We talk so much about brand.
So brand is like, let's say you're buying a shoes. You want to buy a running shoes. So running shoes are there of numerous shoes which are available in the market. But then when you're buying a Nike, Nike is a brand. Your aspirations are involved into it. Alright. If you're looking at something very, very stylish, then first thing that comes to your mind is a Puma shoes. Similarly, in every category, brand is something which gets into your brain and your heart. They both resonate. And if they are able to resonate, then the desire for the buying that product is there. When you look at luxury cars, a lot of luxury cars, many of the big brands would not even advertise because they keep a premium. They want that only those people to come and buy their product.
Exactly.
A car which is costing 3 crores, 6 crores or 7 crores are those not the people who have got this their first car for them. They have so much of cars that they may use this car as a status symbol or for a luxury which they are using it. But then that says that they are owning a brand. And brand is something which you carry with you. Alright?
Exactly.
It's a status symbol. It is something which is there. So there can be general needs, can be normal categories, anything there. But while building a brand, you need to really work on the entire science. So let me give you a simple. There's another science which I talk about is human brands.
Human brands.
So to give you an example, let's say there's an ad which you see daily. Baba Ramdev की ad आप रोज देखते हो. एक साइड में बाबा रामदेव आता है. There's a Patanjali and then there's Acharya Balkrishnan on the
other
side. Close your eyes for a second. Just close your eyes. I'm asking you.
Okay, I'll do so.
And what do you see first thing coming to your mind?
Ramdev.
So that's the power of a brand. Today Baba Ramdev is a brand. Brand is something which is owned by a person. They are called human brands. Medanta, Dr. Naresh
Trehan.
So anything, if you go for a treatment in Medanta, first thing you say is, I've been treated by Dr. Naresh Trehan, whether he's even seen you or not.
Exactly.
The point is that mera operation Dr. Naresh Trehan ne kiya. Maybe he just touches and he sees on the board that you are the patient. But that's where the brand, they are called as human brand. That's a concept of human brand. Ford is a brand which is owned by a owner's name.
Henry.
All right. McDonald's. These are this thing which can never be replicated. Ford, there is an actor which is Henry Ford is there, but can Henry Ford replicate Ford Motors? Impossible.
No, not.
So that's the science of human brand. And there is another science which works in the logo brand. और लोगों को समझता है कि लोगो बना दिया तो उसका ब्रांड बन गया. No, that's the starting of the story. The brand is something much bigger. The communication which is happening internally to the external world and how your stakeholders. So brand is something which is valuable. Brand has an X amount of valuation. आप कोक की एक बॉटल पीते हैं, कोक की एक बॉटल का 61% पार्ट जो है, that's the brand value. Somebody said that in case I get an opportunity and the business is being separated, I'll buy the brand and I'll make sure that in next 3 years this becomes much bigger than this. Rest your factories, your people, you keep it. I'll keep only the brand. That's the power of brand. Brand value can be 10x, 20x, 30x, you never know. But that's the power of a brand. And that's a science which people need to learn.
Thank you so much, sir. It was such an amazing time with you. And the way you demystified both the things, MSMEs as well as brand. I mean, I'm just awestruck. And thank you so much. I'm happy that my viewers could see this and listen to you. Thank you so much for
Pleasure is all mine. It's a pleasure of mine and discussing something which is very close to my heart. Thank you so much.
So sweet of you. Thank you so much for wasting time with us, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.